Welcome to you all. Now we are going to know about the new blueprint of biology for SSC Public Examinations 25-26. All of us know that the subject examination code of biology for SSC Public Examination is 20E by T. Let's talk about the contents that we will go through. National Educational Policy 2020, PARAC, which is a national assessment center. What's new in this year blueprint? About Bloom's taxonomy, purpose of blueprint, overview of blueprint, the model paper. First, we take a quick look at what National Educational Policy 2020 aim at. Emphasizes holistic development in students, a shift from traditional rote learning to competency based learning and critical thinking. Competency based assessments. So, the changes are made in the blueprint to align with National Educational Policy 2020. అంటే బ్లూప్రింట్లో జరిగిన మార్పులు నేషనల్ ఎడ్యుకేషనల్ పాలసీ 2020 యొక్క లక్ష్యాలైన సమగ్ర అభివృద్ధి మరియు సామర్థ్య ఆధారిత పరీక్షలు, విమర్శనాత్మక ఆలోచనలకు అనుగుణంగా జరిగినవి. For a better understanding, here we have to know about the National Assessment Center, that is PARAC, that has been launched as a part of the implementation of National Educational Policy 2020. About PARAC. Here P means performance, A assessment or review, A analysis, K knowledge, H holistic development. It was set up in NCERT as independent constituent unit. It aims to set up assessment guidelines across all school boards for equivalence among them. It also holds periodic learning outcome tests like the National Achievement Survey and State Achievement Survey. It will work on 3 major assessment areas. 1. Large scale assessments. 2. School based assessments. 3. Examination reforms. Ultimately aiming to reduce stress among students. The revised blueprints reflect the competency based assessment recommendations from PARAC. ఇక్కడ పరక్ని గమనించినట్లయితే ఇది ఎన్సిఆర్టీలో ఏర్పాటు చేయబడిన ఒక స్వతంత్ర విభాగము. అన్ని పాఠశాల బోర్డులలో సమానత్వము కొరకు మూల్యాంకన మార్గదర్శకాలను ఏర్పాటు చేయటం దీని లక్ష్యం. సవరించిన బ్లూప్రింట్ పరక్ మార్గదర్శకాలను ప్రతిబింబిస్తుంది. మీకు అందరికీ తెలుసు, నేషనల్ అచీవ్మెంట్ సర్వే, స్టేట్ అచీవ్మెంట్ సర్వేలను పరక్ నిర్వహిస్తుంది. Now we are going to know what is new in this year model paper and blueprint. The first one, the 2026 SSC Biology model paper reflect the key updates aligned with PARAC guidelines, focusing on competency based learning. There is a greater emphasis on application, analysis and critical thinking, moving beyond rote memorization. The main change is revised blueprint are done according to the learning objectives of Bloom's taxonomy and not according to academic standards. సో ఇక్కడ మనం గమనించినట్లయితే సవరించబడిన బ్లూ ప్రింట్లు ప్రధానంగా బ్లూమ్స్ టాక్సానమీ లక్ష్యాల ప్రకారము తయారు చేయబడినవి, అకాడమిక్ స్టాండర్డ్స్ ప్రకారము కాదు. ఇది మనము గమనించాల్సిన విషయం. డూ యూ నో అబౌట్ బ్లూమ్స్ టాక్సానమీ? ఎస్, ఇట్ ఈజ్ ఏ hierarchical framework used to classify learning objectives into levels of cognitive complexity from basic recall to higher order thinking skills like analysis and creation. It is a tool that educators use to structure learning experiences and assessments. It is often visualized as a pyramid with simpler cognitive processes at the base and more complex ones at the top. సో బ్లూమ్స్ టాక్సానమీ గురించి మనము గమనించినట్లయితే మనం లక్ష్యాల అమరికను చూడవచ్చు. అభ్యసన అనుభవాలను మరియు మూల్యాంకనాలను రూపొందించడానికి బ్లూమ్స్ టాక్సానమీ ఒక సాధనంగా ఉపయోగపడుతుంది. As we have learned about Bloom's taxonomy, let us know about the purpose of this blueprint. A blueprint serves as a guide for developing assessments that accurately reflect the learning objectives and content covered in a course or unit. They help students to understand the exam structure, plan and prepare accordingly. Now we confirm that the changes made in blueprint and model paper align with the guidelines given by PARAC and National Education Policy 2020. ప్రశ్నాపత్రాల తయారీకి బ్లూ ప్రింట్ మార్గదర్శిగా పనిచేస్తుంది. అంటే బ్లూ ప్రింట్ ఆధారంగా ప్రశ్నాపత్రాలు తయారు చేయబడతాయి. ఇవి విద్యార్థుల పరీక్షలకు సిద్ధం కావటానికి ఎంతో సహాయపడతాయి. నౌ we are going to view the revised blueprint given for biology. It consists of weightage tables for objective, for form of questions, for chapters, for major content areas. We will discuss one by one. All of us know that the biology subject paper is for 50 marks. Firstly, we talk about weightage to objectives. The objectives are knowledge for 10 marks, understanding for 12 marks, application for 10 marks, analysis for 8 marks, evaluation for 5 marks and creation for 5 marks. Total marks 50. Coming to the weightage to form of questions, I think you all are familiar about the form of questions. They are essay or long answer questions, short answer questions, very short answer questions and objective questions or MCQs. This table shows form of questions, number of questions, marks and estimated time for that form. For example, students have to write 2 essay questions in the estimated time of 30 minutes. The marks allotted for one essay is 8 and for 2 essays 8 plus 8 16 marks. Students have to answer 5 short answer questions in the estimated time of 40 minutes. Each question carries 4 marks. So for 5 short answer questions, 20 marks will be allotted. Another form of question is very short answer questions. Students have to answer 4 very short answer questions in a estimated time of 20 minutes. Each question carries 2 marks. For 4 questions, 8 marks will be allotted. Next form of question is objective type or MCQ. Students have to answer them in 15 minutes. Each question carries 1 mark. For 6 questions, 6 marks will be awarded. In total, they have to write 17 questions in 105 minutes for 50 marks. Weightage given to chapters is like this, as shown in the table. For the chapter Life Processes, 14 marks are allotted. For the chapter Control and Coordination, 6 marks are allotted. For the chapter How do Organisms Reproduce, 10 marks are allotted. For the chapter Heredity, 10 marks are allotted. And for the chapter Our Environment, 10 marks are allotted. Total 50 marks are allotted. Weightage to major content areas. The first one deals with the scheme of sections. Section 1 contains 6 objective or MCQ type of questions. Each question carries 1 mark. No choice is there. Section 2 contains 4 very short answer questions. Each question carries 2 marks. So for 4 questions, 8 marks will be given. No choice is there. Section 3 is having 5 short answer questions, each one carrying 4 marks. For 5 questions, 20 marks will be allotted. Only question number 12 in this section has a choice. Section 4 contains 2 essay or long answer questions, each one carrying 8 marks. So, 2 questions for 16 marks. Question number 16, question number 17 in this section have choice. The paper shows difficulty level as shown in the table. 20% of the questions are difficulty level, 40% of the questions are of average level, 40% of the questions are of easy level. The overall blueprint is like this. The table shows content units in the vertical rows, learning objectives and form of questions in horizontal row. We can see how the allotment of questions chapter wise, objective wise were done with one example. We can see that the chapter Life Processes has a short answer question under knowledge, application and creation. A long answer question as a choice under understanding objective and a very short answer question also, making it a grand total of 4 questions of 14 marks, including a choice question of 8 marks. The thing to note carefully here is total marks for objectives and chapters are constant as per weightage table. Objectives and competencies are not fixed for chapters. They may vary from paper to paper. Type of questions or choice is not fixed for any chapter. For example, the marks allotted to chapter Life Processes, that is 14 marks, is constant. The type of questions, objective and choice are not fixed. They may vary. The marks allotted for understanding is 12 and constant. The form of questions and chapters may vary. As per the blueprint discussed, now the model paper is designed like this. We can see the model paper here. Students have to write the exam in 2 hours. 15 minutes of time is allotted to read the question paper. Question paper consists of 4 sections and 17 questions. So, here is section 1 objective questions and section 2 very short answer questions, section 3 short answer questions. If you see the section 3, for question number 12, we can see the internal choice. And the last, section 4, essay or long answer questions. We can see the internal choice for question number 16 and also for question number 17. Like this, the model paper is given. To understand the given model paper in detail, we have to first go through the verbs of Bloom's taxonomy. The objectives are knowledge, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate and create. The verbs define, identify, describe, recognize, tell, explain, recite, memorize, illustrate and quote comes under the objective knowledge. Summarize, interpret, classify, compare, contrast, infer, relate, extract, paraphrase, cite comes under the objective understanding. Solve, change, relate, complete, use, sketch, teach, articulate, discover, transfer comes under the objective application. Contrast, connect, relate, devise, correlate, illustrate, distill, conclude, categorize, take a part comes under analyze. Criticize, reframe, judge, defend, apprise, value, prioritize, plan, grade, reframe comes under the objective evaluation. Design, modify, role play, develop, rewrite, pivot, modify, collaborate, invent and write comes under the objective creation. మనకు ఇచ్చిన మోడల్ పేపర్ను సులభంగా వివరంగా అర్థం చేసుకొనుటకు మనం ముందుగా బ్లూమ్స్ టాక్సానమీ లక్ష్యాల దిగువన ఇచ్చిన స్పష్టీకరణలను గమనించవలెను. వీటి ఆధారంగా ప్రశ్నలు ఏ లక్ష్యానికి చెందుతాయో సులభంగా మనము అర్థం చేసుకొనవచ్చును. Coming to section 1, students have to answer 6 objective questions. Each question carries 1 mark. No choice is given. Categorization of questions chapter wise, objective wise is shown in the table. First and fourth questions are from the chapter control and coordination under knowledge objective. Question number 2 and 5 are from the chapter how do organisms reproduce under creation and knowledge objectives respectively. Question number 3 and question number 6 are from the chapter our environment under knowledge and evaluation objectives respectively. Coming to section 2, the section includes very short answer questions for 8 marks. Each question carries 2 marks, no choice is there. Next, observe the categorization of questions in section 2. See the table. Question number 7 is from the chapter life processes under understanding objective. Question number 8 and 9 are from the chapter control and coordination under understanding and application objectives respectively. Question number 10 is from the chapter our environment under the objective knowledge. So moving to the section 3, in this section students have to write 5 short answer questions for 20 marks. Each question carries 4 marks. Categorization of the questions is like this as shown in the table. Question number 11, 12 and 14 are from the chapter life processes under knowledge, application and creation objectives respectively. Question number 12b is from the chapter how do organisms reproduce under application objective. Question number 13 and 15 are from the chapter our environment under application and evaluation objectives respectively. Next, section 4. In this section, students have to write 2 essays or long answer questions for 16 marks. They have the internal choice for both 16 and 17 questions. Each question carries 8 marks. Coming to categorization of questions, see the table. Question number 16A is from the chapter Life Processes under Understanding Objective. The star mark shows that it is a choice question. Question number 16B is from the chapter How do organisms reproduce under the objective Understanding. Question number 17A is from the chapter Control and Coordination under Analysis Objective. Question number 17B is from the chapter Heredity under Analysis Objective. On the whole, we have to remember that the questions may come from any chapter under any objective, whether they may be objective, very short answer, or essay questions. Choice is also not fixed. Total marks for chapters and objectives are constant. We have to remember these points. పై విశ్లేషణ ఆధారంగా జాగ్రత్తగా గమనించవలసిన విషయం ఏమిటంటే, ప్రశ్నలు ఏ చాప్టర్ నుంచి అయినా ఏ లక్ష్యం నుండి అయినా రావచ్చును. చాయిస్ ప్రశ్నలు కూడా ఏ చాప్టర్ నుండి అయినా ఏ లక్ష్యం నుండి అయినా ఇవ్వవచ్చు. పేపర్ని బట్టి ఇవి మారుతూ ఉంటాయి. కానీ ప్రతి చాప్టర్కు లక్ష్యానికి కేటాయించబడిన మార్కులు మాత్రము మారవు. సెక్షన్ 1లో ఉన్న ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ ప్రశ్నల పక్కన ఇవ్వబడిన టేబుల్ ఆధారంగా మనం గమనించినట్లయితే అవి 3 చాప్టర్ల నుండి 3 లక్ష్యాల క్రింద ఇచ్చినట్లుగా అర్థమవుతుంది. సెక్షన్ 2లో ఉన్న వెరీ షార్ట్ ఆన్సర్ ప్రశ్నల టేబుల్ను పరిశీలించినట్లయితే ఇవి కూడా 3 చాప్టర్లు 3 లక్ష్యాల క్రింద ఇచ్చినట్లు చూడవచ్చు. సెక్షన్ 3లో ఉన్న షార్ట్ ఆన్సర్ ప్రశ్నల టేబుల్ను పరిశీలించినట్లయితే ఇవి 3 చాప్టర్ల నుండి 4 లక్ష్యాలకు చెందినవిగా చూడవచ్చు. 12వ ప్రశ్నకు చాయిస్ను గమనించవచ్చు. సెక్షన్ 4లో ఉన్న ఎస్ఏ ప్రశ్నల టేబుల్ను పరిశీలించినట్లయితే ప్రశ్నలు ఏ చాప్టర్కి చెందుతాయో ఏ లక్ష్యానికి చెందుతాయో తెలుసుకొనవచ్చును. థ్యాంక్ యూ.